So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, able to... Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find...
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Always got some breathing room. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. And Tate's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. Scampering home from 19 yards out, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first. And on the ground they go with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. they will take a knee here.
No, Roger. Here goes side. Right 20.
And they'll go on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And a tackle that time by Akella Witherspoon. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Dallas, Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Oh, some strong running. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big game there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for it after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 13 carries, 58 yards.
And that explosive run right there reminds me that last week ran the ball really well, so they're continuing to do what they did in the previous game, run the ball and run it successfully. Expect that to continue throughout this one.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. In for the score. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that...
Block Edwards now to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Wilson on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They go play action now. Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A first down carry by Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down, Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is...
Now Wilson on first down. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to loft one deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So we now proceed to the... Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And now Matthews couldn't really tell what happened there defensively, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got it to Hearns. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. Wilson now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Let's go.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has.
Let's go get another one. Come on. Tight, guys, double tight. Hey, that's right.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout,
because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's fielded at the 45. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, Elliott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Wilson wants to throw it. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Welcome in, everybody.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. He was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
Back to throw here. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something?
First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A touchdown apiece here in this first quarter of play. And they've got it here with a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, It's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case...
Now a play fake here on 1st down. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Vikings. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he finds Howard complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Odell Beckham with his 2nd. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Good. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will complete right side to Funchess. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyreek Hill, 28 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time...
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. A handoff to Barkley. And now running right through it. A second juke. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No,
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
A first down carry for Barkley. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for...
So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.